So you have two candidates, two very different platforms. It's easy to forget that both of these candidates are real people with real families. And we're just going to take a moment to talk a little bit about the family of Donald Trump. I'm joined by Lara Trump, Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, wife of his son Eric. And by the way, a North Carolina native. Ironic that I'm in North Carolina talking to you, Lara, in New York. Thank you so much for the time today.
Oh, thank you. And I was actually just there less than 24 hours ago. So I wish I was there joining you.
It's probably been a whirlwind. By the way, just a quick housekeeping note, choosing a president is almost as important as choosing the right husband. So a happy anniversary to you and Eric. I know it's your anniversary today.
Thank you.
And I'm just curious what this is like. I'm sure when you both got married, you didn't think someday I'm going to be casting, a vote for my father-in-law to be president. What was that like this morning?
Yeah, it was amazing. This has been such a journey for our entire family, and to be able to go in with my husband on a special day for us and cast our vote for Donald Trump as the president was incredible because, you think back to when he started, and so many people didn't even give him a shot. And it's been a tough 18 months for our family. We've been through a lot has been thrown our way at my father-in-law. And, to be able to come out today to vote for him, to see all that he has accomplished in the past 18 months, the movement that created behind him, was really incredible. It was a very special feeling.
We can only imagine. It's an opportunity that few have, and it's forever changed the course of history for your family. What are the next few hours like? I'm just curious. Do you guys go home and sit around in the living room and just sort of hang out and wait for the votes to come in? How are you going to handle the next few hours?
Well, I think we're all probably trying to distract ourselves a bit because the next couple hours feel like they're really dragging out quite a bit. But, we're all going to be together tonight as a family. We'll watch the results come in because family is very important to us. We got into this race as a family. We've gone through the whole thing together, and we'll be together again tonight no matter what happens. And I think it really has brought us closer together. This entire process is as nasty as it's gotten at times and as tough as it's been. It's actually been a blessing for all of us because I think whenever you feel like you've got the whole world against you, you have your family, and it's really been incredible.
We just spoke to an official with the Democrat Party in North Carolina, and when I asked him about this election season, one of the things that he did is list off a long list of offenses for Donald Trump. You've heard these attacks before. You just mentioned that your family has certainly had to deal with a lot of incoming over the last 18 months. For voters that hear that list and feel discouraged, what's your message to them today?
I'd really prefer actually to stay positive today. Look, we can go through Hillary Clinton's list, but we'll be here all night. And this is a woman who's been in politics for 30 years and really has nothing to show for it, is under criminal investigation. We could go on and on. But what I'd like to say is that I'm so proud of all that my father-in-law has done. I mean, you said it yourself. It's been historic. This is a man who has created a movement in this country, and it's because people are sick and tired of establishment politicians. This is a businessman who has come out and said, I want to give up my life to run for the highest office in the land because this country has serious problems. We have $20 trillion worth of debt. We have 95 million Americans that don't have jobs in this country. We give $150 billion away to countries that hate us while our veterans are dying. And these are big problems that we have. And unfortunately, these are problems that Hillary Clinton hasn't addressed that we really want to tackle. And my father-in-law, I give so much credit to because any other person would not be standing right now. But not only is he standing, he is winning in a lot of states, and I think we're going to see a great outcome this evening.
I'm so curious what your plan was in North Carolina as we wrap up here with the final question. Where did you decide to spend a lot of your time? What were your efforts like and why?
Well, I'm from Wilmington on the coast, so I wish I spent more time there. But the reality is, we wanted to be in the bigger metropolitan areas in Charlotte and Raleigh, talking to people, talking to voters, talking to women in particular. And we did spend a lot of time there. And I actually feel so fortunate that I got to spend a lot of time in my home state and actually went to places that I'd never been before, even though I lived there for the majority of my life. So it's been a very special process, a learning process for sure, but one that I feel very fortunate for.
Well, we have had nothing but friendly people in Raleigh, North Carolina. We look forward to asking you about restaurant recommendations in the future, but for now it's all politics, Lara. So thank you so much for joining us today and making time for us, and best of luck. We appreciate it.
Thanks.